After 1 month, the ecosystem is finally ready for its very first inhabitants. This is episode 2 of my desktop ecosystem series. Life arrives. After more than a month of cycling, beneficial bacteria have had the time to colonize the lava rocks, spiderwood, substrate, and plants, creating a stable environment that's finally ready to support life. While waiting for the tank to mature, I've also decided to make a couple of final additions. First, I planted a Cryptocoryne parva. Unlike my other plants, this one grows directly from the substrate, helping absorb nutrients through its roots while creating a more natural transition between the rocks and the foreground. When I first planted it, the leaves became really droopy, and I honestly thought I had done something wrong. But just a day later, they were already standing back up again, which was a really good sign that the plant was starting to settle into its new home. I also added a small patch of Salvinia floating plant. Besides giving the tank a more natural look, it helps absorb excess nutrients, provide a little shade, and our future inhabitants will love it. But something more interesting happened while the tank was cycling. Even before adding any creatures, I started noticing tiny microfauna and microscopic worms appearing all over the glass. At first, I thought something was wrong, but after doing some research, I found out they are actually a sign of a healthy, maturing ecosystem. These tiny organisms feed on biofilm, bacteria, and decaying matter, acting as nature's very first cleanup crew. Not long after, I also noticed a layer of brown algae forming on the glass. In fact, it will become one of the first natural food sources for the new creatures. So technically, this little world was already alive long before I introduced its first official inhabitants. And now, it's finally time to bring in the stars of the ecosystem. I headed down to the local shop to choose the very first inhabitants for this ecosystem. I won't reveal exactly what I picked just yet, but here's a hint. They are very colorful. Before introducing them into the tank, I slowly acclimated them to the water parameters. And finally, the moment I've been waiting for.